Okay, so this is my level 2 expert dyno chip shot. So I'll just be going with a little overview of the shot. So you'll use a chip shot when you've missed the green of your approach. You'll generally play it from either the rough or the fringe around the green. Depending on what club you're using, so today we're using a sand wedge, it'll depend on what the ball flight is, so like height of the flight and distance of it. So for example, the shot that I'm going to play will be carried about 60% of the way there and it will roll 40% the rest of the way. And the ball flight for this will tend to be quite low because well, you're not really giving it enough power to get high, as well as you don't really want to hit a high shot here, except for when there's obstacles in front, for example, the bad grass in front of the green, you don't want to roll your ball from that. So we'll start by talking about aim. So we want the club face angle perpendicular to the target, which is that orange pin there on the green. This will ensure that the initial direction of the ball actually travels to the target that we intend to. We want to make sure that that the ball is lined up with the middle of the club face when hitting the shot. That will ensure a good sentence of strike. And we also want to make sure that the dynamic loft is consistent. So to keep the dynamic loft consistent, we want to again make sure that the club face angle is lined up perpendicular to the target. So we'll move on to grip. For the grip we want a neutral grip. So when I say neutral grip, I mean we want to grip the club so that we have two knuckles on the left hand showing at all times. So this will make sure that the club face is perpendicular, well the club face angle is perpendicular to the target with the neutral grip, which will make sure that the ball travels to the target. We also want to grip down on the club, because this is quite a controlled shot, so we don't want to have the club grip right at the top and hit it too hard. So we grip down on the club to lower the club head speed and give us a more overall control of the shot. The neutral grip also ensures that there is a consistent dynamic loft when hitting the shot. So now we move on to ball position. The ball position at all times will be in the centre of the stance. So this will make sure that the ball position in the middle of the stance will make sure that the angle of approach is decreased. It will also decrease the dynamic loft, which will ensure a descending blow, and the ball in the middle of the stance will just increase the chances of a good sentence of strike and the ball actually connecting with the middle of the club face. With body alignment, we want the shoulders parallel to the ball to target line, and we also want the left, so when we're setting up we want the left hip slightly withdrawn. This will make sure that we can get through the shot when we're hitting it. For the swing path, we want the shoulders parallel to the ball to target line, which will ensure that there is a in-to-in swing path when hitting the shot. So for posture and stance, we want quite an athletic posture, so that's a slight bend in the knees, quite a straight back. We want the weight 70% on the left leg. This will also ensure a descending blow, like with the ball in the middle of the stance beforehand. This athletic posture that we have will ensure a consistent angle of approach, and we also want a narrower stance. So with this shot we want to keep the stance narrow because that can also decrease the club head speed, because this is a controlled shot like I say. So we want to make sure to decrease the club head speed so that we can have a bit more control when it's in the chip shot. The narrow stance will also help to shorten the swing, and this will increase control of the club and make sure that there is a good chance of a good center strike. So just with all those points in mind, that's a quick demo that I've already, which just to reiterate that orange alignment stick in the hole over there.